Hello everybody, how's it going? My name is Vigo, and today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to get Cocos2D X installed on your system. The very first thing we need to do is open up a web browser and go to www.vigogames.com. As soon as you get to vigogames.com, you will see three links. You will click on the tutorials link and click on installing Cocos2D X. And we're going to follow this guide to get Cocos2D X installed. So the very first thing we need to do is go to Cocos2DX.org. So we're going to go ahead and go to Cocos2DX.org. And as you can see, we're going to click on the download link. So I'm going to click on the download link. Then we're going to be presented with something like this. And we're going to click on 3.1.14.1. Okay, once we do that, it's going to download it. You just want to save it to your computer. And the next thing we want to do is get it opened up. And we're going to wait for this to finish real quick, and we're just going to move on to the next step. We're going to install all the dependencies that go along with Cocos2D X. So the first one is going to be Apache Ant. So we're going to go to Apache Ant's website. Right click and go to that. And when you're here, you're just going to find a list of binary releases, which they list somewhere here. Let me see. There we go, binary distribution. You're going to click on that, and you're going to go down and find the latest binary distribution. So we're going to want this one, Apache Ant 1.10.0. You're going to click on that and save it to your computer as well. And while that's downloading, we're going to go ahead and okay, that's already downloaded. Cocos2D X already downloaded. The next thing we're going to get is Android Mdk. So we're going to go to this website and we're going to click on the develop link, so right here. And then once that loads up, we're going to find this link right here, Android Mdk. Click on that and then go to downloads. And you're going to find the latest release. So we want this one, but we want I'm on a 64-bit Windows system right now, so we're going to download that one instead. And when you get to this, it's going to want you to read this, basically like terms and conditions to use this software. So you just have to agree with it, and then click on download and save it to your computer. Just basically gathering all the software that we're going to need to get Cocos2D X installed on our system. So it's going to take us a second here to get everything. We want to close this, and the next thing we want to get is the Android tools, which is on the same exact website. All you have to do is go back to downloads, go back to developers. And here you're going to see Android Studio, so you click there, and you're going to scroll down a little bit, and you're going to see download options right here on this bar. So you're going to click on that, and you're going to go all the way down until you find this section right here, the get just the command line tools. And you're going to pick whatever your system is. So if you're on Windows, you're going to get this one. If you're on Mac, that one, on Linux, that one. So I'm on a Windows system right now, so I'm going to click on that. And you're going to get a similar window as the one you were shown before. So we have to do the same thing. We read it, accept the terms and conditions, and download it. And again, save that to your computer. And once we have all these things downloaded, we're going to get Python. So I've already downloaded Python, but this is basically how you do it. If you're on Linux, you would click here. If you're on Windows or Mac, you would, like I am, we're going to follow this right here. So first thing you need to do is go to python.org, and you will be shown a page like this. So you scroll over downloads, and then it's going to give you two buttons. One's for version 3.6.0, and then one is for 2.7.13. And for Cocos2D X to work, we're going to need to download this version, 2.7.13. So go ahead and click on that and download it to your computer as well. And once you have all that, let's go ahead and get everything installed. So I want you to minimize that and open up your downloads folder, and you should see all these things in your downloads folder. So first thing we want to do is decompress Cocos2D X. So we want to open it or extract it all, and we want to extract it to say our desktop. So in there, we're going to select that folder, and we're going to hit extract. And we'll wait until that's finished extracting. It's going to take a second. Alright everybody, so we're back. I actually went ahead and extracted the Android Sdk, the Apache Ant, and Cocos2D X. I extracted everything into this dependencies folder right here. And as you can see, here's the Sdk, the Ant, the Apache or Android tools, and Cocos2D X is right here. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to actually install Python. So I want you to click on Python, install just for me, next. That's fine, that location is okay. So just click next, and off it will go. Just we want to make sure that we add python.exe to the path, so enable feature will be installed on local drive, or there you go, just entire feature will be installed on local hard drive. So just click on that and then click next, and you will wait until it gets installed. This will come up, you click on yes, let Python go through the installation process, and while this is happening, we're going to want to add this folder right here, the Android tools folder, to our path. So I want you to go to this icon right here, the Windows icon on the start bar, and right click. And when you do that, this window will show up. I want you to click on System. And once you do that, in a couple of seconds, the system control panel will pop up. And well, I'm going to go ahead and minimize all the stuff right here so it's not in the way. Finish the installation process for that, and go back to this window. So here we're going to want to click on Advanced System Settings. So click on that, and this dialog is going to pop up in a couple seconds here. My computer's kind of slow, and I'm actually running this on a virtual machine, so it's making it even slower. So we're going to click there, and we're going to want to click on Environment Variables right here. And right here, we're going to find path, and we're going to click it till it's highlighted, and then we're going to hit Edit. And then here we're going to hit New, and we're going to put the path to this tools folder right here. So we're going to copy the path and hit New again, and just paste it in there, and hit OK, and hit OK again, and then hit OK again. You can go ahead and close that. And now for the fun part. So we're going to want to run the Android, the Sdk Manager, and we're going to want to download the latest SDK. So to do that, just open the start bar, or actually right click on the start bar, hit run, and type in CMD and hit enter. and this will pop up. It's a command line window, and you're gonna want to type in Android and just hit enter. And we're gonna get this warning here: no suitable Java found. In order to promptly use the Android developer tools, you need a suitable version of Java JDK installed on your system. So we're gonna go ahead and get the Java JDK at this URL that they're giving us here. So copy that and open up an Microsoft Edge and just type in or paste it into the address bar and just hit enter. And we'll be taken here to this page. So we need the JDK. So we have two options, the 8U121 and the JDK8. So this one contains NetBeans, which is an IDE for programming Java, but we don't need that, so we're just going to go ahead and download this one instead. It's just a development kit. And here we have to hit accept, so click that, and then we're on a Windows system, 64-bit system here, so you would pick the one for your system and just click on that and hit save. And it's going to download it real quick for you. Once that's downloaded, you're going to want to install it. It might take a second here. We'll be right back. Alright, so as you can see, the JDK just got done downloading, so we're going to want to execute that and hit yes for UAC, and then hit next, and this will go ahead and install the JDK for us. And once that is complete, we can go back to our terminal here, or our command prompt window. I'm gonna wait for this to finish real quick. We're gonna want to click next. Alright, so you can see now the Java development kit should be installed on your system, and now we can go ahead and type in Android and hit enter. And what's going to happen is this is going to bring up our Android Sdk Manager, Software Development Manager, and we're going to want to install these things so we can actually deploy to an Android phone if we're going to test our game using an Android phone. So we want to have these three here selected and just hit install 11 packages and accept license, install, and this is going to go ahead and do what it needs to do to get the JDK or the Android SDK build tools installed on your system. So we'll wait for this to finish real quick. Okay, so as you can see, this little thing's gonna pop up, says the Android SDK and AVD manager that you're currently using has been updated. It is recommended that you now close the manager window and reopen it. If you use Eclipse, please run help. Check for updates to see if the Android plugin needs to be updated. So you just click OK on that, and it'll be done. So just hit close. You can go ahead and close this window now, and if you open up the dependencies folder, you're gonna notice all this stuff popped up here for you. So there's a few things that we're gonna have to do. The first thing is we want to install the dependencies for Cocos2D X. So we're gonna want to go to that Cocos2D X folder that's on our desktop, this folder here, and we're gonna want to get this we're going to want to get into this directory from the command line. So we're going to copy the path to that directory, and we're going to type in cd, and we're going to paste that in there and hit enter. And that's going to put us in the directory. We're going to type in dir, dir, and that shows us a list of all the files and folders inside of the directory. And as you can see, right here, there's a setup.py file. That's a Python script that can set up all the dependencies for. Actually, this is the one, download dependencies. So we're gonna want to run that first before we run setup.py. So since we already have Python installed, you can just type in download load dash deps.py and just hit enter. And here says no need to update in this case, so now we just have to type in setup.py. So setup.py, and then just hit enter, and it's gonna ask us for a few things. So the first one is the Sdk root. That is the path to that Android Sdk folder that we just downloaded. So just click on that, and we basically just have to point it to that folder. So we copy that path, open up our terminal, and paste it right in there. Actually, sorry about that. You're gonna copy this. You're going to want to paste it there. So otherwise, it's not letting me. Sorry about that. We're going to want to copy that, and we're going to paste it here. There we go. And hit enter. And then it's also going to ask us for the Android SDK root as well. So that is the, sorry about that. Where's that folder? Dependencies, here we go. That's in our tools folder here. So we're gonna want to give it, actually it's the dependencies folder itself. So you want to copy that because the Android SDK Manager installed the Android SDK, which is a platform tools and platforms and build tools all inside of this folder. So we want to copy that path and paste it into here and hit enter. And then it's also going to ask for ant root. So ant root would be Apache Ant. So you go in there, and we're going to want to copy that folder and paste it in there. And then we're going to hit enter. And oh, actually it didn't pick it up. I'm guessing, okay, actually you need to give it the path to the bin folder because that's where ant is. So we're gonna run setup.py one more time, and it's gonna ask us for that. So we want to copy this bin directory instead, and we want to paste that in there, and hit enter. And it's gonna say, please restart the terminal or restart computer to make added system variables take effect. So basically we just type in exit, and we open it up again. So right click on this, run cmd, hit enter. This will pop up, and we can type, to check if everything actually worked, we can type the word Cocos-V, and that will tell us, this will pop up, and then it's basically they're trying to collect data to see, basically it'll help them to create the products for you guys. So if you guys want to sign up for it, you hit yes. If not, then you hit no. I'm gonna go ahead and say yes. And there you go, it's going to display the version of Cocos that we just installed. But we're not quite done yet because we also have to set up some things so we can handle the installation on Android devices, as well as using simulators. Like if we want to test this on an Android device and we don't actually have one. And also for the purpose of the following tutorials, I'm going to be showing everything to you guys in the simulator. So I'm going to show you guys how to actually get this working. The simulator's already there. All we need to do now is basically point the terminal to the simulator. So we do that the same way we added the path to the tools folder to the system earlier. We do it again, but this time we're gonna point it to this adb.exe file, executable right here, which is on the platform tools. So we're gonna want to copy this path and then go here, right click, go to go to system, and this will pop up again. Go to advanced system settings, environment variables, find path again, and hit edit, hit new, and then paste that in there. And now we can hit OK. We can hit OK here too. This we can close. It was an accident, so we can close this window as well. We can go back to the terminal and type in exit, and we're gonna test this real quick. So just to make sure that everything works. So we're gonna open up a new terminal, CMD, and we're gonna want to type in ADB, and as you can see, this ADB, the one that we just added to the path, is what is going to allow us to install in a .apk file. So this will install .apk files on our simulator, which we can create using the Android AVD command. And when you type that in, this will pop up and you can create a new simulator. So here we will do like test device. This will be the device we'll use for testing. And you can just hit Nexus, Android 7.1 IP level 25. And then here we're going to do a skin with dynamic hardware controls. No camera, no cameras at all. And then we're going to click on use host GPU. And that should, right here it says no system images installed for this target. So to fix that, we can just open up another terminal. So right click, run CMD, click OK, and then here you can type in Android again, and this will pop up our Android Sdk Manager. So what they're asking us to install is the system image. So API level 25, they want these images here. So just click install 5 packages and accept the license, click install, and this will go through the installation process. Then we'll be right back in a second. Alright, so as you can see, it is done loading the packages, so we just go ahead and close that. And we can close this command line window by just typing exit and hitting enter. Okay, so we're back. We're gonna want to type in Android AVD again. And this is going to pop up our Android virtual device manager. So we want to hit create. And this will pop up this window, and we're going to type in test device, and we're going to pick Nexus 7 and Android 7.1, and we want to pick the depending on what chipset your computer has. I have an Intel chipset, so I'm going to go ahead and pick x86 64-bit. So actually, yeah, this one. And we're going to pick the skin with dynamic hardware controls, no front camera, no back camera, and we're gonna use the host GPU. And once all that is completed, we want to okay, the name has to be one homing. So once all that is completed, hit OK, and it will create the device for us. Okay, so once you have that created, you can go ahead and close that window and type in exit, and we are done. Thank you guys for following this tutorial. Again, this is Saldana's Vigo with VigoGames.com. We hope to see you next time. And if you guys found this video helpful, please click subscribe, share this with your friends, share it with your family, and leave a lot of comments down there. If you have any questions or anything, just let me know. Thank you very much again.